Special guest in the house tonight, the artist you've been hearing for the last 2 records, Mr. Hoox. Introduce yourself.
Yes. How you doing, my people? My name is Hoox. Zambian kid, African kid, doing music for the people. Been through a lot, experienced a lot, just living life. And we got something to say, man. So we're here for the people.
Okay. Definitely saying a lot with those records that we just played. What exactly is that genre of music that we were listening to?
Well, it's Afrobeats really that we're doing. But I like to call my type of music Afrofusion, because it's influenced by a lot, you know. This is PRR, right? Power of Reggae. So my music is influenced by reggae music too, you know. So it's just cool. Yeah, but it's Afrofusion. Okay. So there's a lot of things in it, yeah.
Okay, I'm actually excited that we have an artist that's doing Afrobeat music in the studio with us, because within the last year, the genre exploded onto the scene. I know you guys may have been doing your thing before, but I'm speaking as far as on US airwaves. You're hearing a lot more Afrobeat music on the radio, in the clubs. Are you excited about that? And tell, before we get into you, the artist,
yes,
tell us what you think about the explosion of the Afrobeat genre.
Well, first things first, like I'm highly honored to be here. Appreciate we're in the same space, so we have to appreciate that, you know. Everybody in this room, yeah. It's not just me, the light's on me, but there's a lot of people here. Yeah, whoever's listening, there's a lot of people here. But yes, the explosion, yes, you could say explosion. It's been a while, it's been going on. It's been secular, you know, like in different clubs through different DJs. And it's just Africans as a people are moving around, like internationally, you know, like people move around. I'm sorry, I'm a little sick, but we're gonna get through it. So excuse the voice. But, you know, we travel all over the place, and people start having kids. They start growing up, influenced by different things from different cultures, different races, and it all pours into the music. You know, so as a whole, it was big in Africa, but now it's moving around where DJs are fusing with everybody, you know, where you have Caribbean DJs with African DJs, with American DJs. So you're in the club, something is booming, or you go to a club or African party somewhere, and you have a good time, and you want to go back for that feeling, you want to go back and feel like that. So you start introducing other people to parties, and they start coming, having a good time. And of course, women are different, everything's different. All that attraction happens in the music, and now it's spreading. But you're definitely right, it's an explosion in America. Well, across the world, you know.
Okay. Yeah. We getting educated about it. Okay, so now you, the artist, Hoox.
Yes.
When did you actually start doing music, start recording music, and was Afrobeat the first genre that you started doing music in?
No. I started doing music right out of high school. Didn't really know what. I'm not one of those kids where it's like, yo, I was 5 years old and I want to be this, I want to be that. I never really thought like that, you know. But right out of high school, no plan, and got into music. I remember the first song I ever wrote. I recorded it with my big brother's friend, Shane Gore, that's his name. It was a nice song, singable song, and I sang it to like my family. And my oldest brother, he told me, listen, the song is nice, but I hope you didn't put all your lyrics in one song. And ever since then, you know, like I try not to get attached to songs, but ever since high school, I've been doing music, you know. So it's kind of like a journey for me. It's a journey, a story, yes.
Okay, so straight out of high school, and this is high school in Brooklyn. Are you?
High school, okay. So when I came from Africa. We came to Queens, Jamaica, Queens. I went to high school. I did best. I call it the best of both worlds. Okay, why? When we first came, I went to a private school for 2 years. The next 2 years, I went to public school. So to me, it was a crazy experience. You know, why? Public school, more control. I feel like teachers care, like it's more control on kids. And you focus on different things as kids because they keep you busy. Mind on that. Public school, it's a little different. Well, for me it was. Because my parents weren't here. I was independent in public school. I'm being exposed to like different things. Because public school, you know, hanging out. Different women, because coming from Africa, it's different things. Style, fashion. You get to hang out, you get to parties, you get to introduce to reggae. Reggae parties, you know, dancehall stuff, yeah. You know, different dances. You get experience of things. Next thing you know, you fall in love with music. You know, you stop making music, you know. Yeah, I was one of those kids though, my parents would tell me, listen, if you would pay the same attention to music in school, you'd be like a grade A student, because, you know, you would pay attention to music, you know. So the love of it turned into music, I guess. For me, I speak from that point.
Okay, you know? So back to the original question.
Yes.
The first set of recording that Hoox did.
Yes.
What genre of music were you doing at that time?
It was hip hop and a little bit of singing. I wouldn't say R&B because I'll be taken away from R&B singers.
Oh, okay.
So it was singing, melodic stuff. I'll put it together, you know.
So it was basically hip hop.
Hip hop,
Okay.
you say, yes.
Okay. Now, moving to what we hear now and the sound that we hear now.
Yes.
When did that transition begin as a young man doing hip hop and you finding that your African roots would play a bigger role in your career as an artist?
Well, it's more of a journey, like I said earlier. So as you grow older, you connect to different things. Look, I can do things in my own language, you know, because I'm coming from learning a lot. Like it's a big transition coming over here from that.
What part of Africa is that, by the way?
Zambia, southern central part. You know, we like next to Zimbabwe, Botswana, Malawi. You know, but it's a big transition. You know, I'm coming from where your accent is messed up in school. You say something, people laugh at you. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming from where like it's funny to get changed. You're nervous. Getting in a metro car on the bus, you're nervous. You know, I'm coming from transitions like that to where now you speaking English is cool. We were speaking English back home, but there's a difference. Like the accent is different. People understand you different as kids. You know, kids are not easy. You know, they go get at you because you're a little different from the norm. You know, so we're coming from that. So just getting older, you realize, hey, I'm making music, but I can throw in my language. I could introduce the world to my country, to where I come from. You know, like I feel like we could tell a story from our standpoint as African kids here. African kids here, I think that's the best way to put it. African kids out here, you know. And really the idea is to bring the whole world to us.
Okay, so the first set of music you did once again was hip hop. Did you do a collection of music and go as far as to release music as a hip hop artist?
As a hip hop artist, yes.
Okay. Mixtapes?
Mixtape, yes, actually. As a mixtape. So, I've been putting this together. First of all, I'm working kind of independent, okay? So, again, it's a story that I'm building with people. So, I'm coming from where I made music, and I figured, okay, I need to present this music to the people, to the masses. How am I going to do that? Okay. I create, you know, you get a place, throw a party, and throw a show, just so I could, you know, expose people to my music and what I'm doing. A couple things worked out, a couple things didn't. You know, we're making different music, trying different things in the name of music and the love of music. You know, we never did it for the money till now. You know, but so it's a storyline. You know, so people that know me and are aware of my music, it's like I'm creating a story for them. Just see me win, lose. Nothing big, but in my world, of course, you know.
Okay, so you putting out mixtapes, you promoted yourself as a party promoter, being able to get your music out there as well. Were you able to travel in that space, in that time frame when you were doing the hip hop music? Were you able to travel from New York, maybe back to Africa? No.
No.
Okay.
No, never
Okay.
did.
So the transition now, you still haven't pointed out when the transition began.
Well, it just, you feel like you want
Naturally.
to, yes,
Okay.
it's music, so meaning, even as an artist, as a hip hop artist, well, it started off as a songwriter. So I feel like my range of music itself, of creating music, is pretty spread wide apart. So first, hip hop thing. It started off actually, I was gonna write songs for my friends to rap or sing, but then it didn't work out as planned. So I decided, hey, okay, so I guess I have to do it. And singing, rapping. So it would be fair for me to say it's something I'm trying to do in the name of music. 8 being singing, rapping, Afrobeat. All is me, I'm just presenting music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me come around a different way.
Okay.
When you were doing the hip hop music,
Yes.
were you doing original hip hop beats? Were you just borrowing from popular producers?
No, it was actually producers that I knew. Most of them I knew them.
Okay.
So I've been creating relationships through the years with different producers.
When did you start working with producers who did Afrobeat?
It would be fair to say about 3 years ago.
Okay, 3 years ago.
3 to 4 years ago.
Now, at that point in time, and when you
Yes.
were able to hear yourself doing Afrobeat music, did you look back on the hip hop music and compare the two and make a conscious decision to move forward with Afrobeat?
It was more of the reaction you get from an artist standpoint. Actually, that's a good question. I can understand that. Okay. From an artist standpoint, I believe always when we make music in the studio or you create a song, you make music in the studio, you always think of when you're performing it. So I did a couple of shows performing hip hop, all singing. The reaction you get is different from the vibe you get from Afrobeats or fusion type of music. Meaning this, when you go to a hip hop show, they loving what you're doing. You understand? They're loving what you're doing, but the reaction is different. The love is different. It's shown different. It's shown different. You know. When I did different music, you know, sometimes I would do everything at one time. Just it's music. So I do it in the audience. I don't know what's going on, and I do everything at one time and just see the reaction. And you get different reactions from people. People tend to want to move. It's a feel. It turns to a feel.
Exactly.
It turns to a feel. So now we do more of a feel. Where why I say it's a fusion, you might not understand everything I'm saying, but you're gonna feel like you understand everything. You might not hear or understand everything I'm saying, but you're gonna feel what I'm saying and you're gonna move. One of those where you might want to ask who did the song after. It's more of a feel now, more than who did the song. I feel there's a difference with that, you know.
Okay, so now for the last 3 years, you've been working with Afrobeat producers. You've been building, crafting your sound.
Correct.
Obviously, you've been getting a lot of positive feedback. Now, have you been able to release any body of work in that point in time within the last 3 years?
Within the last 3 years, I've shot a couple music videos. Built a couple relationships with nice promoters, you know, and club owners, so that way I can move around with the music itself. You connect with the people, even what we're doing now, you know, we never did interviews really, you know. But now we're trying to connect with the people, so I'm doing shows, I'm doing a lot of shows. You have top Afrobeat artists that you could say right now in the business. You would think of a Wizkid, you would think of a Davido. I'm talking now, I might miss some names, but excuse me. You might think of a Techno, they doing anything. I'm talking to young and they got the widespread, you know. They moving around. I'm talking about kids that you might not know or the masses might not know, but they're selling out stadiums with Afrobeat music. So it's a world thing. It's a worldwide thing going on. And now shows, whenever they come over here through relationship with promoters, you know, you get to open up. You know, you get to connect with the masses. Your music gets exposed to different people. So that's what's been going on really. I've been creating a story for the people. It's a storyline. So this is part of the story. We're talking about the story, yes.
Okay, now, when the listeners are out there and they're trying to get familiar with Afrobeat music, do they tend to present it the same way as hip hop or reggae, where you get like a mixtape with a different mix of Afrobeat artists?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Yes. And Afrobeats too, just to get clear about it. You have the original that the masses know, like the original Afrobeats, which is like the Fela Kutis, you know what I'm saying? These are the originals behind all this, you know, like in every genre of music, you got the OGs, you know. These are the originals, so it's kind of slow, more cultural. The Afrobeats that we're doing now, it's a little more fusion, has different instrumentation. It's up-tempo, so the feel is a little different, but it's stemming from like the older Afrobeats with different messages. So even in my music, you know, I try to give all emotions where we give off happy times, we give off sad times, we give positivity. We always want to bring courage when we show up. Courage, positivity, and like encouragement, like we could do it, you know, hope, you know. So in the music, we want that to show.
Okay, now, I want you to paint a picture for the listeners of the Afrobeat scene in New York at its current time, and how Hoox move around within the Afrobeat community in the city.
Okay, within the city. Well, within the city, the good thing that's going on now is, before you would think of an African party being in a so-so place, you know, because the crowd, the turnout wouldn't be the same for that crowd. But nowadays, you know, like is even the African promoters are moving with a little class, so they're going in nice venues where you go, you be impressed, you know. So spots in the city, it's all run by promoters and people that are involved in it, you know. The music business itself, as an African, is starting to get bigger. It's starting to become over business. So before it was more like people are trying things out, but now it's turning into an actual business. You got artists that are coming here from Africa, from different countries, parts of Africa. It's a continent, you know, so it's different parts of Africa, and people are coming from there. I might not even know an artist from a different African country, but comes out here and is selling out, where people are like passing out, like listening to this dude.
All right, me and you going to the club, right? We
Yes.
going to the Afrobeat club.
Yes.
I see how you're dressed in the studio. See how I'm dressed.
Yes.
Is that the normal wear in the city at an Afrobeat club as well?
Well, if you're going to a hip hop club, right? I think I would clean up a little more.
You see, yeah, that's why I asked that question, because traditionally when my friends go to an African party,
Yes.
you guys get real extravagant with the wear and stuff. So if I'm going to Afrobeat, you telling me I gotta get extravagant like that?
No, we're extravagant. Not. What do you mean with the outfits?
Yeah, with
No,
the headpieces and all
No,
that.
there's times for that. Okay.
Okay.
There's time, and now it's actually fashion. It's one of those where you're gonna put on a piece no one else got.
Okay.
So it's more of that, because everybody kind of like you have the same fashion. So it's like, it's a good thing too. You have a lot of fashion designers booming, doing different things from different parts of Africa. It's not before. Good thing you brought that up. Gotta talk to big them up too. Yeah, big up all the African fashion designers, white.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Before it was all about a print. You pick up a shirt, a blank shirt. You put a print on it. It's African shirt, African attire. That's it. Put a price on it, and some people were actually like robbing people, putting like serious prices on things like that, you know. And people don't know. They want to be attached, you know. But now, you have where it's designers. They'll make it for you where it fits, and they're making money. It's turning into a business, you know, where they're being part of like big things going on, which is kind of like, I feel it's a good. My campaign is We All Africano. Okay. As an artist, I'm sorry, we probably get into that. But my campaign is We All Africanos. This is a hat that I'm wearing. The idea behind that is, it doesn't matter what race, what culture you come from, where you come from. I believe everybody's connected to Africa. So that's really the concept of my thing. It's we want to bring awareness. I feel as a people, we need to like just look at Africa differently. You know, and I feel it will help a lot. So some of that is coming through the music. It's not just all about party, you know. Some of that's coming through the music.
Tell us a little bit about the hat, because it's actually a fly piece. But tell us a little bit more about the hat and what's your involvement in the company.
So the hat, it's Africanos. You can get it on the website too, www.allabouthoox.com. Hoox, that's Hoox, Hoox, okay? They're always beating me up about pronunciation so people understand. So it's allaboutHoox, Hoox.com. These are hats you can get, and it's 5 colors so far. Red, green, gold, silver, and white. Yeah, get you one.
Okay. What else, when they go to the website, what else do you have to offer the fans and the listeners?
Well, you can get acquainted, you know. This, like I said, it's a story. This is not a overnight success kind of situation. Putting in the groundwork, you know, that's why like right now, we're mingling with the people. We have to connect with the people. That's what we're doing. I'm into doing shows, like right now, that's what we're doing, promoting the music. Not just as a CD or just as a digital thing you have on your phone just to play, no, but you can actually come out and see us perform the music and do it, you know. Recently I linked up where we perform, you know, with a band. So we turned the music into like a live situation where people can feel it. It's more about the feel, you know. So it's, like I said, it's a storyline. You go to the website, you can get some merchandise, you can get the music, music videos too. There's a couple music videos that you can check out just to see, get some visuals, to even see what I look like with radio. But hey, we all Africanos. You're gonna have a good time. We make good feel music.
Okay, we're gonna get back into some music. We're gonna come back and finish up the interview. But good interview so far. I'm saying real positive vibes. I hear from you.
Yeah.
I like how you're doing your thing. Once again, it's Hoox.
I like your fitted. Wise up. I like your fitted. If I didn't have the Africanos, I'd have the Yankee joint. Yeah.
Once again, it's Hoox. The website is allaboutHoox.com.
Yes.
.com. We're gonna come back with more. Johnny, you got some music? TGM Radio, Power Reggae Radio. Yeah, record's fine.
Mama Africa, sweet Mama Africa, yeah. You provided for so long but never asked for nothing back in return. Mama Africa, sweet Mama Africa, yeah. You've been there for so long but never asked for nothing back in return. Can you feel it burn? Can you feel it burn? Yeah. We've been there for so long but never asked for nothing back in return. Now it's our turn. Africa, viva! Africanos, Africanas, yeah. Africa, yeah. Viva, yeah. Africanos, Africanas, everybody, 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 from London, Japan, Zambia, Sudan, Ghana to France, Uganda to Swazi, Malawi to Cairo, everybody's African, from Zimbabwe to Gabon, Dubai, Pakistan, Jamaica, Thailand, China to Milan, Togo, Congo, Niger, Toronto, everybody's Africano. Africa, viva! Feel free to sing with me. Hey. Africanos, Africanas, hey. Africa, hey. Viva, yeah. Africanos, Africanas, hey. Listen, hey. She's a fine girl, beauty of an angel from above, girl. Hey, call her my girl, but the whole world want a piece of my girl. Africa, the way you shine when the sun bright, and I can spot you by your skin tone. Ooh, I love your little afro. Centric style. When you hit the dance floor, hey, slow wine into the Congo, hey. Can you hit the banjo, hey? Africanos with a new cool, hey. Thank you. We all Africanos, baby.
That's a hot record.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Just tell us a little bit about the record, the meaning behind the record, how you came up with the concept, the producer. Let's let us know about the record. It's fire.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you, first and foremost. Excuse me. Well, the song itself, Africa, I'm pretty much describing Africa as the first verse is a female, a beautiful female. The second verse is as a provider. The song is called Mother Africa. It's not called Mother Africa for no reason. It's one place that always provides, just like a mother does at all times. It never runs out, still not running out, you know. So a mother never runs out. So it's kind of like a comparison. And I just wanted to make something positive, where we can have a good time, but still, you know, like leave a message with the people. And just want to bring people, you know, like acquainted to what's going on in Africa. You know, we all Africana. That's the movement, man.
Okay, before we tune out tonight, anything you want to leave the listeners with?
Yes. Stay positive. Yes, I repeat that. Stay positive. The state of the world is not. It's not so lovely. So spread love to get love. Respect everybody. Tune into the music. We all Africanos. That's a movement. Company, NIP Music, No ID Peoples. My name, Hoox, 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 Zambia. We all Africanos.
The website again?
Website, www.allabouthoox.com. That's Hoox. Big up, POR, Power of Reggae.
Okay,
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you too, but before you get to that, before you tune us out, on social media,
Yes.
on social media, can the fans also reach out to Hoox?
Yes.
Where can they find you on social media?
Yes, interact. Yeah, feel free to interact, please. IG, Instagram, Hoox, HOOX_NIP. That's Hoox_NIP. That's IG. Facebook, that's Hoox NIP Music. That's Facebook. Snapchat, Hoox1. Interact. Feel free. The song Africa is on iTunes, all digital, online stores you can think of, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, yes.
All digital platforms.
All
And
digital platforms.
more importantly, can they also purchase off the website?
They can purchase off the website, correct. Yes, please purchase, stream, share it. It's something positive. Make sure your DJ next to you, wherever you listen, the UK. Big up Father German too, big up the UK. Hey, please, spread the word. Feel free to interact. We all Africanos, that's the program. Africa is the name of the song, Africa.
TGM Radio, Power Reggae Radio.